channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner-related videos, DIY tutorials, budget videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I do load a new video. And if you share, like, and comment on this video, it does help my channel grow, and it is truly appreciated. All right, so one of my goals for August was to do my recap no later than September 10th, which is tomorrow. And I really was thinking of procrastinating and doing this tomorrow, but I want to get some things listed in my Etsy shop, and so I figured just get this one out of the way so I can just do other things tomorrow. Let's just get stuck in. I do track 3 different bank accounts. Bank 1 is where my paycheck goes in for my regular full-time job, and that's where I pay my housing, my bills, my student loan, and all of that. Now, as I've mentioned, and I will mention every single time I do one of these monthly recaps, if you are looking for a more comprehensive, transparent budget video recap where you see all of the income going in, all of the bills to the dollar amount going out, this is not the channel for you. I do this really to hold myself accountable, but I don't feel comfortable showing my income, and so that's nothing that's going to ever be seen on this channel. But I will link some channels below that I watch. Budgeting D is amazing, Tara, Lushan, Cassandra, Budgeting Journey, Budget, and I never write it down before I start. Well, anyway, all of the ladies in the link or in the description box below, I watch them on a regular basis, and they're all really very transparent and very open and honest, and they do have a lot of good tips and thoughts and whatnot about their own budgeting journey. So go ahead and check them out. So for me, for Bank 1, I always put $200 in my cash envelopes. I actually did nothing towards my sinking funds this month, and when you look at some of these other numbers, you'll see why. My snowball debt payment, I only actually hit it up with $74. I didn't think I'd be able to do anything, so even though it's a lot lesser than it should be, I was able to do more than I thought. And then my spending, which also kind of ties into down here, was $234 last month. Now, some of it was because I just got slammed busy at work, and I am an emotional eater, because I didn't really buy anything except for about $40 worth of iced teas and coffees. But this also encompasses some things that should have come out of sinking funds, like some more compression stockings when I was at the hospital for just regular checkups. It was my brother's birthday last month, so got him a birthday cake. And then I also, because I dipped into savings and I wanted to maintain the $650 that I started with, some of that is to make that up. So for between July and August, there was a lot less paid towards debt. There was nothing put towards sinking fund. There was a lot more going out, and the income was like a penny different. It's right here. So what I had to play with for the month of August, after all of my bills and all of that was paid, was $508.87, and last month it was $508.86. So the spending was just through the roof. Some of it was unexpected but necessary, and some of it wasn't. Again, I'm just going to move forward. So for this one, we had a decrease of $180.56, and I don't know if there's a glare, but if there is, I am sorry. And there was also a decrease, nope, that was wrong, 128.30 minus 74.30. There was a decrease of 54, but there was an increase in spending of 234.57. So Ouch. In sinking funds, most of this, the negative actually went towards doctor's visits. I was having some issues with my legs, and usually my legs are going to be the hot button for me. So if I go, usually it's something frequent, and then I can go for months without, and then something that's like every other week. So that's what hit me there. So I ended, I started with 201.95, and that's bank 2. So 201.95 with all of the deductions, nothing added in. That leaves me at 66.45 in that account. And so that was also a bad month. Oh, yeah. I'm like, wait, I just saw that number. So that was also down by 135.50. Now, normally I like to put $100 in this account, but I really wanted to maintain my savings, and I already spent a bunch of money, so that's what had to take the hit. But I'm hoping to get back into sinking funds for this month. Now, Bank 3 is my business account, and that actually saw an increase. So I am monetized now on YouTube. However, you have to make $100 in ad revenue before they'll pay you out, and I didn't hit that for August, so that was 0. My blog is 0. But Amazon, I actually made $11.37, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for choosing my Amazon affiliate links. It does help. With Amazon, and I didn't know that, they are 2 months behind. So this is basically my commission, I guess if you wanted to call it that, based on sales that happened in June, or actually all of the months including June, because their threshold, because I have direct deposit, is $10. So if I make $3 this month and $5 next month, then they're going to wait till it hits 10 before they pay it out. So thank you for that. My Etsy sales was $220.72, so a really good month for Etsy sales. My expenses were quite low, considering last month my expenses were, oh, well, it's about the same last month. I don't know if you can see that, but I made a lot more sales this month. So considering that, I had a net profit of $135.83. As I do, I like to see what my potential tax outlay would be. I do have the Intuit app, and I do have a payment that is due for quarterly taxes come the 15th, but it's actually a little bit lower than that because that one tracks all of my business expenses. This one here is only whatever goes in and out of the account, so it's not a true reflection because I buy business related things with pretty much any account. So yeah, I'm not the greatest business person, but I try. So if we want to do a month over month, our profit this month was $135.83 minus 866, so we saw an increase of 127.17. And as we are gearing up for the holidays, I do need to put some fall and Halloween things in the shop, and also start gearing up towards Black Friday weekend. So you know, my nights and weekends on top of my YouTube and blogging schedule is just going to be pretty busy. But it's all something I want to do, so I'm hoping there's not a lot of burnout. All right, and then we're going to finish this video with savings. I do have an online savings account. This is a Discover, no, this is a Discover account, and this is a Discover account. And so for this one, every paycheck, $25 goes in. I get paid twice a month. So including the direct deposit of the $25 plus accumulated interest plus auto points redeemed from this account for cash back, there was an increase in this account of $53.15, which ended at $484.26. And I can tell you right now that's an increase of the $53.15 because there's nothing that comes out. I actually would have to transfer money to this account to be able to use it because I don't have a card or any other method of using getting a hold of this money. So it's actually good, especially this past month. Now for emergency fund, I started with $650, and because I've already accounted for it up here, basically I ended with $650. So there was no plus or minus gain or loss. Not really, but I did have to make it up. So because of that, because of the spending, sinking funds really got hit, and my debt snowball really got hit. And to be perfectly honest, and this is something I've been thinking of for a while, I might need to just put this on hold. Now, when I did my debt thing several months ago, I really want to get my credit card debt paid off by the time I hit 50, which is in about 2.5 years, probably a little closer to 3. So I really need to focus on debt, but I think I have too many things going on because I really want to get this emergency fund up. Now, between these two accounts, I do have the 1,000 that Dave Ramsey, I believe, says, but this one, again, I'm not counting this one towards anything, so I'd like to get this to 1,000. I'd actually prefer to get it to the 1,350 just so that I can color in my mason jar, which is a silly reason, I know, but it's motivating for me. And so I don't know, and I am ramping up for the holidays, and there's already things I've been purchasing. That's why my expenses have been high for that, because, you know, if you have an Etsy shop, you know, you have to buy all of the packaging, and you have to buy all this and all of that, not to mention all the stuff to make the stuff. So I'm hoping this year Black Friday will be a lot better than last year. At least that's what I'm gearing towards, but I still need to make all the stuff for that. So yeah, I don't know if I'll just do a little bit towards debt and hopefully I can ramp it up later. This doesn't factor any YouTube income. I don't know what that's going to be, or if it's going to be more consistent than my Etsy income, because this isn't. I'm not really going to touch this because I do have some things that are coming out. My P.O. box comes out in September, so that's already $50, and I've already had a few expenses, so the account is going to be a little bit lesser than I'd like. So yeah, it's just about juggling a whole bunch of things, and I might need to revisit this at year end just to see what works, where I am, what I need to do, and all of that. All right, guys, so this here, I had it in my shop, but I took it out, and I think I might just put this as a free printable on my blog. I have yet to do that. It's one of those things, just because I think it's useful, and it helped me get to this number here because there are a lot of moving parts. But like I said, I do also have the Intuit app, but I like seeing it. Plus, I do know that I need to base my taxes for my business account, at least that's my understanding, based on the actual sales. That includes the fees and not the amount that hits my account, because this is all of the fees and the shipping and the whatnot taken out, but that's not actually what my customers paid this month. I think it was closer to like $290, but with shipping and fees, that's where that difference is. So I will need to take that information straight from Etsy and try to reconcile from there. But for this purposes, at least it gives me a bird's eye view of what's going on. All right, so goal number 2 done. I didn't make my savings goal, so at least I can check one of those boxes off. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Again, my August was a train wreck. I hope your August was better, and I hope your September is even better than that. That's it for me for now, guys, and as always, aloha.